And we had said, keep an eye right here. This will be an important idea. We'll get some jostling around with the news. And sometimes the easiest thing to do is just stay sidelines for a couple of minutes. Let it shake itself out. And it looks to me like today is just going to be one of those range type days. And you don't want to pledge allegiance to either side. You want to play this today. The perfect idea of holding this for now. This is why you don't gamble. You take a second shot this morning, we can still go higher. The goal of the boys is to knock out these boys right here. So we'll have probably one more short this morning. But we've got evidence twice now of the lows trying to hold. So anything you take short side now, just think of it as a scalp, small scalp. Thrust has been low to high today. So that means pullbacks theoretically are contras. But the range that we're in tells me just think range type trading. And so far the range that I suggested that we play with early has held up intact. Right? Said let's think the same as yesterday for the open. So I would not overtrade this. The market is trying to stabilize. And so far the longs have defended their turf quite well. And the shorts have come back in, and taken a reasonable contra, but has still not been able to break down. I said this is going to be the fighting line right here. So I think this morning you want to give a little bit of room for the long side, because the long side is definitely trying to push and retest. And as such, the first swing is great. And this one, again, just like the first thrust, has come back very hard, very fast. So that's the second time today that we've had that push. That's why you don't gamble. You give it all right back in 5 minutes. And still, I'm thinking range type day. Most important thing you can do is try to read the charts and get out of the way of news, and then look for a common sense trade. There's no reason to gamble ahead of news. And this trade is probably designed to test that 51 to 52 by the end of either IB or perhaps by 11, but that's still our resistance. So anybody that's shorting that 48 to 52 zone like yesterday, thinking scalp, thinking range type trading, and definitely not thinking home runs. And what I'm looking for is evidence of a pattern like this, of a lower high. So until that 38.75 goes, that's key support, just like we planned. And scalping short, yeah, we said you can scalp short today, but don't, think of it as two-way day, but don't think of it as the home run type. Because what they're trying to do is push back and defend their turf. Because they got hit deeply. They being, the longs, by this push all the way back to here, the test down here. So the pattern is still, until we take out this high, the pattern is still a lower high and a double bottom. So I'm not afraid to hit bounces, but I'm not thinking killer. And this is how markets react. Oftentimes, push, shove, get out of my territory, and then roll over, just like it did last night. So I'm still thinking fairly neutrally that I can play either side. And the one thing I don't want to do is make somebody's problems, somebody that got caught down here, make their problems mine. So hitting the high end, and if I miss, I miss. And I said, some days you're better off not even trading, you know. So today I'm looking at as a you know, risk 2, try to make 3 or 4. And I'm not looking for risk 2 and make 20. And I think the market, as long as the market is above this high right here, the market is trying to bounce. We said that this morning, right here. Above that line, market is trying to bounce. So I'm going to respect that. And primarily looking at range trading for now. And if we make a new high above this, we can go to any high. But my guess is that there will be shorts waiting to hit, you know, even higher highs than this if this turns out to be a bigger megaphone. Because we can come all the way back up here and still roll over. And don't get sloppy. My suggestion is do not get sloppy. Don't get used to, you know, like the first pass we said 48. And just like yesterday we said the 48 to 52 zone. So if it rides above it and you want to nab it in that 48.75 zone or so, you know, no worries, because you're trying to, you know, integrate your mind into what you've already seen for what you know to be a bot type of a trade. But we're still, you know, recognizing yesterday's late day resistance until broken. So sequentially, trades don't happen, you know, a 20-point trade normally all at once. So you look for the profit-taking part of it, and that's where you can usually, like we talked earlier, you know, if I give you 10 points, are you willing to give me 4 or 5 or 6? That's how you can make money in this business. You don't have to know exactly where it's going as long as you get into the right neighborhood. And it feels uncomfortable until you get used to it, trading against what you just saw. But sometimes you don't take the trade, like on a news trade, you know, it's just happening too fast and it starts to move and you say, okay, let's see where it gets to. And then you already know that this target right here is trying to get to that 48 to 49. And if you can come back in here and get 45 to 43, God bless you. Why not? Yeah, I'll give you 10. Will you give me 4? Give me 5. You can eat if you can play that way. Okay, like yesterday, want to start to respect Mr. Market at this 43.75, 44 zone. Below that, good fortune. Bingo. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to play this game. This is sequence trading at its best. And then you win with trailers. You have a trailer, fine. Get stopped out, say thank you very much. Got in your pocket anyways. This is how we trade. And my suggestion, we've got a magnet at 42.75, right? At 43 zone. So right into that 43 is you want to make sure you get paid. Good deal.